How's it going, IWC, YWC guy on the internet who does live reviews, bringing you a NXT review. And let me get this out of the way before I even start talking about any of the matches and the segments. I enjoyed this NXT, which makes it more heartbreaking, the rant I'm about to do about the show at the end. I really enjoyed this. It's a bittersweet enjoyment. And I'll explain that later on. So it starts off with the new reformed Undisputed Era with the addition of Roderick Strong. They all take turns on the mic talking about how the Undisputed Era, pretty much boasting and bragging about how they have a lot of gold. And we get to the main part. Roderick Strong talks about why he did it, why he did what he did. Now, he said that, yeah, he could have been a champion, but how long can a co-relationship last with Pete Dunne, who he says is very selfish and only cares about the UK title? Which he said himself, these guys, they always look out for each other. There can't be any dissension. Why be right against the world when I can join them and take over the world? It's a simple explanation, I guess, due to Dunne before Dunne does to him. I like it. I can accept that. What I can't accept is the fact that hopefully it's some kind of run-in. Next week they're having Pete Dunne versus Roderick Strong on the network. No, this match needs to be saved for the next takeover. Pete Dunne versus Roderick for the UK title. Or if it's not for the UK title next week, have Roderick win. Just save the title match for the takeover. Anyway, Adam Cole, he says that, hey, you guys take a night off and get a cold beverage. Speaking of cold beverage, Coke Zero Vanilla. Delicious, because he doesn't need any help beating Oney Lorcan, and he starts laughing. But he did. He needed a little help from the Undisputed Era, so Cole's getting his ass kicked in this match. Oney Lorcan starts his big comeback, and out come Roderick and Kyle. They distract the referee. Roderick hits his backbreaker on the apron to Oney, and that allows Cole to hit. They call it the last shot, but I thought the last shot was the one, like the net breaker, the up high net breaker on the knee, but they're calling his Shining Wizard the last shot. I don't know which one is the last shot. Well, I would just say the last shot won the match, and then after the match they attack Oney, and out comes Oney Lorcan's tag team partner Danny Burch. Danny Burch, he puts up a good fight, but eventually the numbers outweigh him, and Adam Cole super kicks him, and they beat up both of the guys. Now, this could be an interesting prelude or setup for a tag match at TakeOver. Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch, two guys have been at NXT for a pretty long time, who are considered major underdogs and fan favorites, versus the Undisputed Era. Now, granted, if you do that, hopefully by then Fish is healed, and you can separate Roderick into a match with Pete Dunne, and then you can have those matches, also have an opponent for Adam Cole for the North American Championship. So after that, you get a recap or whatever. It had a Bianca Belair package, and yeah, obviously Bianca Belair going to be a top star in the company. If they push her right, NXT, I don't know where they're going to place her, because the NXT's women's division is kind of stacked. Like, there's a lot of really good contenders here. You got Dakota Kai, you got Candice LeRae, Belair, Kairi Sane, the Aaliyah girl. So many, I can't even name them. Like, it's a lot of women that you can see as champion in NXT, and you just can't have, you know, everybody being champion. And I'm gonna get a rant on that one. That's included with the in rant. You got so many women, so much talent, one belt. And no, it's not the suggestion for a women's tag belt in NXT. No. Then you have Heavy Machinery versus Tito Sabarella and Richard Moss. Pretty decent match. Otis Dozovich, that guy, that short guy that's all jacked and shit. I'm no wrestling manager, or I don't care about the business side, but that guy's entertaining. He's a fucking star, with or without this tag team. That guy, I can see him being a heel. I can see him being a face. The guy's good on the mic. That guy's a complete package. If they don't get behind that guy, something's wrong. That guy has money running all over him. But the main story of this was Richard Mawson's in the ring. He's getting beat up. He finally gets like some kind of separation. And he goes to tag Sabatelli. And Sabatelli just gets off of the ring and he like leaves him high and dry, which leads to Heavy Machinery hitting the compactor on Moss. And this is good. Tito Sabatelli, he's another guy, could be a major heel in the company, maybe a mid-carder, depending on whatever, but he's another guy that you can see they can have big things for. The problem is, with this split, you usually want to split like this, people have to care. Now, they care that Sabatelli level because people really hate Sabatelli. They hate this guy. And he just like plays it off like I'm better, whatever. He's just like, it's no sweat. I'm the guy. The problem with that is nobody cares about Richard Moss. So they get into some kind of program. Where is he gonna go? Because nobody cares about Richard Moss at this moment. And then the Heavy Machinery get on the mic, and if these guys didn't steal the show, I wouldn't say steal the show, but I was captivated by these guys. Like their catchphrase, the states and weights, and the way it all flowed together. Very entertaining tag team. Still believe that Otis is the main. He's the main piece of that tag team, and it could be a big star by himself. But they address the War Raiders and say that they want to basically fight the War Raiders for jumping them from behind. Then let me see it. Oh yeah. Sorry, the work. Okay. Also reading some kind of notes or whatever. Just got finished watching the show, but notes kind of help because I forget about the vehicle packages or whatever. Then they do this thing where they show Nikki Cross, and she's like going mad and saying she wants the NXT Women's title. Then you have Aaliyah talking about how only reason Shayna Baszler is in the position she is because she has a famous friend, aka Ronda Rousey. Then you have why they I don't know how I feel about it. Like Cardi saying she's like it started out good. She says Shayna Baszler, like I hate bringing that name up, like fuck, like I can beat her though, like it felt like that. They could have left it at that. But then they cut back to her. She has a weakness. It's a secret. What? No, like this. Somebody should say, okay, Cardi. That's it. No, don't. That's kind of pushing it. I've seen that in too many. We're just gonna leave it at Shayna Baszler. You could have just left it at that. But then you cut to I don't know the woman's name. She was just holding a random woman backstage holding a mic to Dakota Kai. I can't believe this is happening. Let's just put this in perspective. Dakota Kai, experienced wrestler from years. I don't know Dakota Kai personally. You know, as a wrestler, I'm not familiar with her work outside the company, but let's put this in perspective. Dakota Kai, been wrestling on the indies for some years, maybe. I don't know. She comes to WWE, and she's now scared of Shayna Baszler. Get it? I get it. Shayna Baszler is intimidating, and that's what they're going for. But still, why would you? If you're a wrestler, why are you intimidated by somebody else? It makes no sense. I don't care if it's your Heath Slater and your bro. Why would you be intimidated? It makes no sense. But anyway, I do like how they're going with Shayna Baszler. She's casting this tremendous shadow over the women's division. She's punking out people and just being an awesome heel. Granted, was it too much to overshadow Ember Moon? No disrespect to Ember Moon's talent in the ring, but as a character, what was it? Like, at least Shayna Baszler is giving you something of a character. Then you have the finest Connor Reeves. Like, I'm interested in this gimmick. I know Connor Reeves was there before, but who gives a fuck? Like, he was just like a face in the background. Now he's coming up with the finest. And I know a lot of people saying like he's like Hawaiian Johnny Moore. No. Just from the mannerism and the way his hair is now, he's sort of like a more coherent ticking time bomb. Hiroshi, I can't pronounce his name. You know the guy. He's a part of Naito's stable. Hiroshi Hiromu Takahashi. Is that it? Hiromu Takahashi, the ticking time bomb. That's who he reminds me of. Not as it gives like that vibe to me. Then you have another segment where they're talking about three women who wanted to take the belt from Shayna. Again, a stacked division. You got Lacey Evans, has a good look. Damn, she's like MILF hot. Like she's like white, blonde, MILF hot. Nessa Bourne. I'm not really familiar with Vanessa Bourne. Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae is a good. What's the word I would say? Not high flyer, like I would say high rate. Like she's good at high flying moves, and also, although WWE doesn't really do women's hardcore match, she does one hell of a hardcore match. So it's gonna be interesting to see who they push up against or what feuds they have Shayna Baszler involved with. So because there is a lot of talent here. Then you have an announcement for next week. TM61 versus the Street Profits. Even the tag team is kind of stacked. Like, you got a lot of good tag teams here too. Then you have what I said before: Strong versus Dunn. Hopefully, they save the UK title match between these two for a takeoff. Then you have what was supposed to be Gargano versus Aleister Black. Gargano comes out, and let me say this. I don't think I've said this ever before. Gargano's music is fucking awesome. I don't know. Maybe it's my love of pop punk or pop emo or just like that kind of music in general. But I absolutely love it. It's like the way it starts off, and then you hear that, and then it just goes into the song. Perhaps to me, the best theme song in NXT. Like, it's good. I really love that theme song. But anyway, Gargano comes out and he gets completely waylaid by Tommaso Ciampa, who's wearing a Gargano shirt because from what he said on Twitter, he doesn't want anybody to know where to get his Black Heart t-shirt, which in itself looks fucking awesome itself. And he beats Gargano. He beats him on top of the table. He's about to hit the Kryptonite Crunch. Gargano escapes, super kicks him. They fight on the entrance ramp. Eventually, Ciampa, he low blows Gargano and then hits him with a running knee. And then he's like, okay, I'm done. Like, hits a swim move on the referees and hits a Kryptonite Crunch off of the stage through two tables and equipment, and All these people, they rushed to Johnny Gargano's aid. They're like, EMT, we need to get this guy out of here. They eventually get him out of there, and everybody's concerned for his safety or whatever. You got Chris Hero, he's there, and then Aleister Black looks off. He's like, damn, I want to fight that guy. And then they pan to like on top of the sound or equipment or whatever, or production, semi-trailer, whatever you want to call it. And Ciampa's on top of that bitch, waving at an ambulance like, bye-bye. Sickening, and I love it. But here's the thing. Let me get into rant mode. It means fucking nothing. Why? It's NXT. I'm investing in this storyline. I love it. But it means nothing. Like, it's not like, let's just say Gargano next year or Ciampa, they're gonna still be here. They're gonna be like mainstays of NXT and like really build it up. They're gonna be gone. Yeah, we're gonna have like, you know, greatest hits of NXT, and they're not gonna be there. It's not like NXT is a real brand. Like, it's basically like, hey, 1 or 2 years, then you're out of here. So don't really get invested in the characters. Yeah, there's gonna be some good matches, great matches, but they mean absolutely nothing because they could go to the main roster and completely bomb. And what Johnny Gargano has now in NXT, he's over as a motherfucker. He's top shelf. Ciampa, best heel in NXT. They go to the main roster. Who's to say where it could go? Gargano could still be over to the massive, even more bigger heights, or not. I don't know, because they could just completely change the character. He's a heel when he shows up on Raw, or he gave us some kind of stupid gimmick with his wife. I don't know. It could make Tommaso Ciampa realize, you got a beard and some eye stuff. You're a pirate, son. It's gonna make you rich. Yeah. I don't know. And then you know, Aleister Black comes out, and I guess he was about to talk, and then he said he called out Ciampa. Out comes Sanity, and it's Eric Young versus Aleister Black. Good match, really good match. The problem is, really haven't seen Eric Young, so I forget how good he is. And like, NXT is like a graveyard sometimes for some people. Like, it's so much talent there. I guess some people get pushed back, and Eric Young tries to go for like a slide through the ropes, and he gets caught, and Aleister Black completely knocks his clock off with the black mask, and gets the pinfall. In comes Alexander Wolf. He gets black mask. Then Killian Dane, black mask, and he black masked them to SmackDown. They're gonna debut on SmackDown. This is how you send Sanity out. Think about it. Sanity got sent to SmackDown after getting kicked in the face. I'm out. You like the show? Hate the show? Let me know in the comment section. Also, Twitter, links in the description. And I think that's it. I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.